Hey, this is Chad here with 72 Cowboy Media. I want to welcome you to the 72 CM podcast. Welcome to episode 4 of the 72 CM podcast. On today's episode, I kind of wanted to delve into an interview I did with Liza Manikowski. She is president of the Wild Rice Peacemakers Club, which is a mounted shooting club associated with the Cowboy Mounted Shooting Association, or CMSA for short. I had asked Liza about some of the best things about mounted shooting, or the CMSA in general. What are some of the fun things that she had done? What got her involved in mounted shooting? And just being a part of it, being a president of a club and participating and competing at different events throughout the year. And, you know, just what is the best part about the people that are involved with mounted shooting?
The best part about mounted shooting is that it involves the whole family. You get kids from less than 2 years old riding through the Wrangler class, pointing their cap guns at the balloons. You have people in their 70s shooting right alongside them, and it's just so great to have the whole family involved. And after the shoot, there's so much camaraderie. There's people hanging out, having bonfires. We have potluck suppers. I mean, everybody gets together and just has so much fun, and they become like family. I call them my second mounted shooting family. As president of the Wild Rice Peacemakers, it allows me to be a spokesperson for mounted shooting and spread the word about how much fun mounted shooting is to other people. I get to chat with other CMSA clubs and organize border war shoots like we have going on this weekend. And it's such a blast being a spokesperson for mounted shooting. The first shoot I ever went to, my friend Megan took me, and the only thing I owned was my cowboy hat and my Western shirt. Everything else I borrowed that day. Mounted shooters are the nicest group of people. They will literally lend you their own horse for you to shoot on. And so I got there, I'd never even heard the sport before, I'd never held the gun before. Thank goodness there was one other gal who also had to do qualifying shots, so I could at least hear what the gun sounded like before I went in. And I think I missed probably half of the shots that day, but I had such a blast. It was so much fun. Everybody was so friendly and would cheer me on, even though I probably in their eyes was actually doing terrible. But everybody was so nice, and I felt like I made so many new friends all in one day. And that's what I remember most. My first mounted shooting horse, his name was Riptide. He was a big bay gelding, and he was cow-bred. He was super soft and willing. He was athletic. He was cowy. He would rate super easy for me. He put me in all the right spots where I needed to be. He let me become a really good shooter and just really focus on myself and my shooting. And I could hustle him up in there and sit back, and he would rate right back for me. My next favorite horse, though, he was one of my heart horses. His name was Spur. He was a little bay gelding, and he did not care about the shooting as long as I let him run. And so he really taught me to speed things up and move faster, and just brought me to a whole new level. And I love both of them for it. There's so many advantages to having being on a good horse when you shoot, but all in all, it comes down to your communication. And so practicing, working on yourself, working on your form, your riding. There's so often I do just what we call dry drills, where I'm not actually firing my gun, but I'm just working on my communication with my horse. I mean, that's everything in shooting, because you're hardly listening and you're hardly paying attention to your horse when you're shooting. You're so focused on the guns that, you know, your horse has to be really, really in tune to you. And so just hours in the saddle and riding really helped me a lot. When I first started shooting, my husband came with to watch, and he wasn't the kind to jump both feet in right away. He was still riding bulls at the time, so we went to rodeos together. I barrel raced, and if there was a rodeo going on, he'd go to the rodeo, I'd go to the shoot, but pretty soon we started traveling together, shooting more and more, and he retired from riding bulls, so I got him full-time, and now he shoots with me all the time, and we just have such a blast, and we're so lucky and blessed to do it together. My husband and I have such a great time helping bring new people into the sport, and when we started 12 years ago, there wasn't a lot out there for getting started and help getting your horse ready to shoot. So it brings me so much joy seeing a person come in that's just stoked about trying this sport, and by the end of the day they've shot their guns off their horses, they've shot at balloons, and they're just so excited, and it's so much fun to share that joy with them and bring them into a sport that I love so much. My current shooting horse that I compete off of, his name is Platinum. He's a 9-year-old gray gelding. He's a grandson of Playgun on the top side and out of a Cowbred mare. He's super, super fun to ride. It took him a little while to find his gas pedal, but once he did find it, man, when he gets going, he really hauls for me. So with him being really Cowbred, he's really quick and catty, and so some days staying on top is the hard part, but he runs hard and he puts me where I need to be, and so as long as I can stick with him, I know he's gonna land a good time. But yeah, just him being super catty and cowy has been really fun to shoot off of. If anybody's interested in mounted shooting, the best thing, I mean, social media is a wonderful tool. Look up the Wild Rice Peacemakers on Facebook, look up their website, look up Cowboy Mounted Shooting Association on Facebook or their national website. And there's so much information on there, rules, patterns, all sorts of things, but it's also a way to find other mounted shooters in your area, find clinics, find shoots. If you go to a shoot, I mean, anybody you talk to, I bet will be so excited to chat with you about how they got started, and tips and tricks on how to get yourself started. But the best thing to do is just ask questions. The best part about mounted shooting is we get to ride fast and shoot guns.